What's going on, guys? So today we have a really nice parcel here, kinda. So this person wanted $1,250 for this parcel, but I ended up talking him down a bit, ended up getting it for $950. And it is a nice parcel. We got some nice bits in here, but the video he showed me didn't actually show some cracks in some of these stones. So I'm gonna show you that, guys. So if you have a look on like this main piece, there is a fracture going through here, which is kind of annoying, but it's only on the edge, so that shouldn't be too bad. And hopefully we get a stone in here, but it's going to be hard with this piece because of the back of this being so sandy. So we'll see if we get a stone in that one. This one, this is one of the main pieces where I thought we'll make some money, but if you look at the torch, the main stone is kind of right where the light is there. And there is a fracture right on the edge right here, and that is right in the main stone, which is a problem. And then these two as well, these two I thought would make a nice stone if I sliced this with the video he sent. There was no mention of this fracture down here, that one there. So that ruins the base of the stone. I don't know how far it goes in, but I'm hoping not too far. But the problem is there's on the other side fracture here, so it might go all the way through and kind of ruin this stone, which was one of the main pieces that was going to make something nice. Also, this one on the video, he took the video wet, so when they're dry you don't actually see it till they're dry, but now that they're dry here you can see crack all the way through here, going all the way through the top, so it will need to be sliced, and we get a small stone here and on that side too. So they are just some things that I feel like people should mention when they sell rough opal. Like if I was selling this to someone, I would have said that and told them that there's fractures in there, and I would have yeah, just made people aware, you know, like made the price a bit better because of that. We'll zoom in now and I'll show you the rest of this. So with the rest of this, this piece is very similar to other pieces I've got. So this is all from the same field as like the other stuff I've been cutting. So you guys will probably recognize this. So this, I reckon we'll cut at least a $200 stone, probably a bit more. So there's 200 there. This is probably one of the nicer pieces. Now we have this nice color here. And I'm gonna use this as my back, I'm thinking. And you can see the color going there. So we're gonna have a nice stone sitting on the corner there, like a domed sort of stone. Come down on this and get a nice stone along that back there. And then this side, I don't think we'll get much. So we're gonna have to slice this here, and maybe we'll get something on this side if we can. There's this stone that looks pretty clean. If I use the torch, looks pretty clean going through there. There's going to be a nice little stone on there. It's going to be similar to this piece here. So I reckon there's at least $400 in stones with there's 400, at least 50 bucks in that, 450. That's minimum. I'm just thinking of worst case. There is this nice piece, which I think is going to make a little bit of a picture stone. So we'll play with that, maybe another 100 bucks in that. That's 650, 450, 550, I mean, minimum case. This one has a lot of sand in it, so there might be a tiny stone in that. Add another 50 bucks, 600. And these stones, these are just kind of little bits of crap. I don't think there's much in these. There's a bit of red in this one, but it's so thin that I don't think it's going to cut much, but we'll see what happens. This little piece, tiny stone here. And this piece, tiny little stone on top. I'll be generous and say there's 100 bucks in cut stones there. So all up, 750. And then these fractured pieces, I was hoping would make up the difference. If these pieces weren't fractured, I reckon we could have easily crossed the $1,000 and started making profit. But because of these fractured pieces, it's going to be hard to make a profit on this. even buying it at the discount of $950. We need to make at least $1,300 to make the hours I'm going to put into cutting these worth it. And my travel time to get to my friend's house to cut these, I need to make at least $1,300 in cut stones. So let's get on the wheels and have a plane. Let's just see if we can make $1,300 back minimum is what I'd be happy with. Usually you're trying to make decent profits, but yeah, I'm just hoping to get my minimum here. Alright guys, so I just came off the slicer. We sliced this bit right where the bad bits were in it. You can see that hole in the back. We sliced straight through that, and so we're going to try to get a nice stone over here if we can, if that sand and stuff comes out. Hopefully using one of these darker bits as the base. We'll try to get a stone out of that. And then this one, this is our main big stone. So this is the base of it, and coming around here, I'm just going to chase the bottom color bar, which seems to have the best color, I think. So we'll be coming down on this a lot, coming down on all that. We also sliced this bit here right in the middle, and we just hope for the best with this one, because that fracture on the side, I hope it doesn't go too far in. As you can see here, we'll see how far that fracture there goes in. It looks like it's only gone to there, like a million, so we might get a nice stone on this one hopefully. But there's a fracture on the other side too, so I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll do our best with that. The other half also has a fracture on the left there and the right, so we'll see how far they go in and hope for the best at getting a nice stone there as well. And then this little piece we had to slice right in the middle, but we kind of didn't quite get it. But right where that crack was, we're going to try to get a little drop shape here, and whatever we can get on the other one, probably another little drop shape as well, and hope for the best with them. And yeah, then we got all these other bits to work on, so let's just jump straight on the wheels and just have some fun with it, and I'll talk you guys through it while I'm cutting, man. I'll start on these little bits and then we'll go to these bigger bits later. Which piece to start off with first? Let's just grab a random one. Let's start off with this piece first. This is our little fractured bit. Now it is going to be quite hard to see these fractures when it's wet, so we're just going to make our shapes and nice stones, and then later I guess we'll see if the fractures come up or not, and I'll try to remember where they were as we cut. Just gonna come straight on the top of this and see what color comes out. That color bar is so thick, so let's just get out all the imperfections first. Alright, just trying to get out that little imperfection on the side there. Trying to get a little bit of a dome going as we go. If we can get a nice high dome on the rocks, it's always better. That's what people look for. Get out those little imperfections there. And maybe it's a drop shape. I might have to come back to this one and just see where the what's it called? Where the fractures are. See my shape after that. And that's good. That is ready for a dopstick. So I'll continue this stone later. Let's go on to the next piece. Again, just doing these little stones. Here's a little, really little drop shape I'm going to make with this stone here. So come down the back. Nice. Alright, I'll leave that as that for now. So there's two stones done. Picked up another random bit. This is the edge of the big piece. So this one's going to be tricky. Now the best color on this one is right here, but I don't know how that's going to go for a stone. We'll see if we can get a stone on the back, using this as the back there. That would be really nice if we can. That sand comes out, and then we get it somewhere. Can't be having that in my stone. Which base do we use? We also need to get rid of all that. Top, it needs to come clean. And this nice color there, man. Again, camera does not do justice. But you guys will see the finished results. I'm gonna come back to that piece. Let's work on this one. So this is another piece. See that fracture right there? Let's see if we can come down on the top. That fracture is gonna have to go, so we'll get rid of that corner altogether. Yeah, see how I just broke off? Natural fracture. Just chipped away at it. I'm just going to dry this really quick and see where that fracture was to see what we have to take off here. Alright, so with this one, I've just realised now that I've dried it, we have two fractures. One right there, and then one bloody going right here, right there into the stone. It's hard to see with the scratched surface, but I could see it with the naked eye. So this is all going to have to go on this corner, and we're going to have our stone this shape here, maybe another oval shape. Alright, that one we're going to chuck on the top stick too. We've got a nice round shape there. The back could come down a little bit more, just slightly. But yeah, we'll work on that later, so I'll just leave that as that for now. This little bit, so this is another little drop shape coming from that bit that we split in half. So that is a really beautiful little drop shape right there. And I'll work on the back a bit later once I finish shaping it up on the top stick. Let's just pull another random bit out. This is this piece that was really got a lot of sand in it. It might make a cool picture stone. If that sand goes, it could be nice. So I hope that the sand can go on this one and make a nice cool picture stone, decent size maybe. Coming straight down the top there, seeing what happens. There's some really nice color right there on the base. So might be able to do something with that. If this sand comes clean, I really hope it does. But that's quite deep, so I don't know what's going to happen there. So with this piece, I'm just looking at it a lot, and I think I'm going to slice right where this sand bit is and make a nice stone there, because I like that color instead of using the whole thing as a picture stone. If I slice this just along here, and then, I don't know, save this color for something small. So we just sliced this stone up, and I wasn't recording, but I started shaping this shitty a bit. I'm just making a chop shape with that, and this one I'll try and keep as much color as I can, trying to make a nice shape with this bit. But I'll continue this, just making a nice little picture stone drop. Cool. We'll leave it as that for the top stick. Alright, let's work on this little bit now. The other side, this will be a bigger stone. I would like to keep as much color in this as I can, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I think it's going to be a drop there and there. Alright, so that's a nice drop shape there. Very, very good. We will finish that off. Come down the edges. We'll go on the 600 with this one, and I'll do this one by hand. It's just big enough for me to be comfortable finishing off with my fingers. That will be a really nice stone. Cool. Now this one, we'll come back to this one that I wanted to work on. Now, I was thinking about slicing, but I did think about it, and this sand here is going to get in my way anyway, so we do need to get rid of this, I think. And we might just keep this as a nice crystal, so it needs to come in here. We need to start shaping this. It's going to be the side of the stone over here. Take down the back a bit, bevel on the back. And it needs to be a nice shape too. So you're going to have to shape this a bit more. I will put down the dop stick and finish this off on there. So there's another one. Now we start working on the bigger pieces. Got quite a few bigger pieces here, so I'm just going to pick another random one out. This one I had a lot of hope for. I might keep this one, save it for later. Let's do this other main stone. So this stone, I wanted to really use this as the base. This is going to be my back. All come down. Almost out. There we go. And here, it's getting quite thin on the edge here, but I think it'll come clean. Beautiful rainbow all along this stone. That's such good colour. Wow. This will be our kingstone, I think. Looks like that potch is diving in there, but the bottom colour bars here are very clean. So using this as our base, we're going to have to come down a lot on the top, and should have some nice colour coming through the whole thing. Beautiful colour. Very clean it looks like. I am going to dry it just to make sure there's no fractures in it. Alright guys, so I was just figuring out my shape on this, trying to figure out what I want to do, and I can see a fracture, as you can see, right here going along there. That is not good, so I'm thinking, since this has that dip in there too, if we just get rid of all this, make a nice oval here, getting rid of that fracture as well. So I have a nice big oval. It'll have to come in a bit, so it'll have to be probably that size, a bit more in, probably that size there is my shape with this one, and we lose all this, but it is fractured, so it is what it is, man. So I've just drawn on here, that's where the fracture is, that line. That's where my oval is going to be. And this little stone, we're going to save it. So we're going to just slice here. Get a tiny little stone here. Might as well save that. It is nice colour, but it's nice and thick. So we'll be back in a sec. Alright, so we've just sliced that. We got our nice little chip here. This is going to be a very tiny stone, but there's a stone there nevertheless. Very, very small. And we're going to just work on this big one now and get a nice shape. I'll probably just put this in a chip jar. I can't really be bothered cutting that tiny. So let's get on this one and let's finish this one off. Get rid of that fracture. So I'm just going to work on my shape, making it perfect. And I know that fracture will come out because of how much smaller I need to get this. Lose a bit of colour on this corner, but that's okay. It's just got to be. Work on a nice oval shape. Yep, we will finish that one off on the 600 on top before I finish the back there, just in case I need to alter it in any way. So that's a really nice stone. Let's go on to the next one. Have a play with this big picture stone. So this big picture stone here, I'm going to come down on the top and just see what's under here, because this one is very much interesting me to see what happens here. But very excited for this one. I don't know why. It's not really one of the highest grade pieces, but I just want to see what happens with it. I think this needs to be sliced right there. Let me work on something over here. Yeah, I'll slice this off here. Oh, we don't even really have to. It's not going to do anything, so I'll do the old quick slice. So there we go, just broken that. And see what we can do here. Yeah, so that's going to be our little picture stone. So I'll come back to that and show you that once it's finished. Let's work on this piece. This piece is really interesting. There's a nice color bar in there, and when I shined my light in it, it looked pretty clean. If we just come on the top here, take all that down. I don't know if this is going to come clean or not. There's lots of sand in this. Alright, so we have a nice little oval shape. I'll finish that off and then we'll come back to that one. Let's work on this big piece here. So this piece hopefully comes out with something nice. I don't know what I'm going to do. It is fractured right here. So I'm going to see if this sand comes out here and just see what's under that. There'll be a huge hole on the other side too. Holes everywhere in this one. Holes everywhere. Might be able to keep a nice stone here. Alright. These bloody sand holes. Yeah, what are we gonna do? Big sand pits right here and right here. Lots of sand. That is annoying. Very annoying. So all this sand needs to go. We can't have that in the back. All that beautiful color there is going to be wasted because of the holes. Big hole right here. That goes right into that here, I reckon, where that dark bit is. Not good. So there goes that color. Yep. Just what I thought. Alright, so we just want to try and make this as nice as possible. We're going to come around the edges. I don't know what shape this needs to be yet, but let me get that little bit of potch out over here. That potch is going straight through. We don't like that. Some good colour underneath it though, and then we'll start rolling it. Looks like this might be an oval. So I think that goes in quite far, so we're just gonna cut this in half. Get one stone here, one stone over here. Oh, I don't even know if this other stone will come good, but I just wanna get rid of that a little bit. Break that off. Alright, so we have the two little bits. We're just gonna make this a little round stone now, I guess. But yeah. I will finish this one off with the others. So that's our nice little round stone there. Let's see what the other side did. The other side has a huge sand bit in there. Might be able to get it out and get a tiny little shape here. Very small shape. So just think about that. There's a little oval shape there. Very, very nice. Just come a bit more on the back here. Make it all even. Yep, that's that one. Let's do this big guy. Let's come straight down the top of this. We have cut these ones before. I know which seam this comes from, and usually they come out with some nice stones. So we just come straight down on the white. I think our stone's going to be here and a little one here. But it gets quite thin over here, which I did not want. So let's just go with the shape of wherever it's thicker. So unfortunately I have to get rid of a lot of this colour on this corner. And our stone will be there. We do have to come down the back. Alright, so I've just drawn on this. We're going to have a nice big oval there and another little one there. So I'm just going to cut it right here. That sand goes all the way in, so slice just across here. Get rid of all this sand. There's no colour in that. But it will be a nice one. But anyway, there's our rub, there's our nice stone there, so we will show you the finished result of that later. This one, we'll have a tiny little drop shape. That. There's the next little one, that'll be a nice little drop shape. So here we are with all our stones on the dop sticks. I am going to finish all these off and then come back to you guys. So see you guys soon. So here we have our finished stones, and I'm going to go through each one with you guys. So this is the biggest one we have. If you guys remember my $70 video cutting a really similar stone, I'll show you from that video that was this stone. So this one's a lot bigger. Now I've got this stone on my website for $150, this littler one. So this bigger stone, let's see the carat weight. I'll weigh them. 7.2 carats. This smaller one is coming in at 5.8 carats for this smaller one. And so this one's been on my website for a week now, and it's up for $150. I've had multiple people tell me that this should be at least a $300 stone. But when I sell my stones, I'm selling them as a wholesale price. I'm not trying to get retail for my stones because it's honestly really hard to sell cut stones, and I don't think a lot of these hobbyists are realizing how hard it is to sell finished stones. Even at my super cheap prices, it is a struggle to sell. That's why I am making these videos, because I think it's going to help me get my name out there and hopefully sell some stones. And yeah, so I'm going to be chucking this bigger piece up for $200, and it's pretty much the same as the other one, a little bit different, but very much the same. Beautiful colors, about the same brightness, really cool. So let's put that away. Anyway, so far with this parcel, I think that's $200. I'm also buying direct from miners, so I'm not buying my rough at a retail price. I'm trying to buy it wholesale so I can sell wholesale too. So anyway, there's $200 there so far. Here is the picture stone. I just went over this with the 3000. I didn't bother to polish it because see, there's little pit holes in there. It's just not a perfect stone, and I kind of gave up on it. It's nothing special to me. So yep. I'm just going to say that's worth $5. So far we're up 205. This was going to be the king stone of the parcel, but it ended up being quite a lot smaller because it kept on having little bits of sand that I had to get out. Once I dried it, I didn't see the sand when it was wet. And once I dried it, I saw it. But now it is a perfect stone. Got a beautiful bevel on the back, ready to be set. Nice dome. This one's a beautiful calibrated stone too. I'll mention I am trying to calibrate all my stones perfect shapes because I think that's more saleable than just some random shape. And yeah, so this is an absolutely beautiful stone. This was the king stone until it got quite small. So this one is 2.45 carats. It's an absolutely beautiful stone. I've destroyed my fingers today. I actually cut right into that one. Anyway, lots of work today. So $200. I think this stone should be another $200 value. So I'd put that at 400 so far for these two stones. We've got another smaller stone here. This is a really, really nice stone. Beautiful bevel on the back. It has got a bit of a sand spot in it, but it won't really affect it when it's set because it's got the flat back right here with a little bevel. So the weight's going to be right there on the bottom of the setting. And that'll be fine once it's set. You won't even see that. But that is an absolutely beautiful stone. This one is weighing in at 1.60 carats. I'm going to put a $100 price tag on that one. So far I've got $500 in stones there. Now, my favorite stone of the parcel. Let's go to this one. Look at this absolutely beautiful. It's got a beautiful polish. All these have been polished to a high polish with the cerium. This is my favorite stone, and this one weighs 1.95 carats, so almost 2 carats. And it's got the best color out of them all. Color bar is getting a bit thin, but it's okay. The back has a beautiful little bevel on it for setting. It's nicely domed. It's not really a high dome, but it's got a really nice finish on it. It's perfect shape. I've been really working hard with calibrating my stones really nicely. And this one is absolutely beautiful. I am going to have to put a $200 price tag on this one because the colors are amazing and very unique. In a ring, it's quite a big stone or a pendant. So that one, all up, 550, 650, 750 so far. So 750, not too bad. This was the little drop that came from the blue stone from the other side of where I sliced it. Beautiful little bevel on the back. Nice bright color. Actually, I'm really happy with this drop stone. I wasn't expecting much from it, but it came in really nice. This is 1.75 carats. Sorry about my oily fingers. These have got a high polish, but I keep on getting my finger juices on them. Anyway, I'm going to put a $70 price tag on that one. So that's an absolutely beautiful stone. So far we're at $770. Now, let's go to a couple of these little tiny ones. So we have beautiful tiny little stones, tiny little ring stones. So here's my finger. Here is how big it would look in a ring. This will be really cool. I'm just going to get a weight on this. This is 0.8 of a carat. It's got some really nice color. Nice little dome on top. Nice back with a beveled edge. So there's that one. And there's an even smaller one next to it. This one is 0.60 carats. And this smaller one would look like that on a finger. So super cool little ring stones, man. Can't really dismiss them. Like little ring stones would look absolutely beautiful with these in a nice little ring. So there's quite a few little stones like that. There's these two, this one as well, this tiny little oval one, beautiful color. It is 0.75 carats, this one. Nice little bevel on the back, ready to be set. Nice calibrated oval. Nice little dome. Again, looks like that on a ring. Beautiful. This is another little ring one. Yeah, this one as well. Beautiful color. These are really nice ring stones. Beautiful, nice little bevel on the back, nice little dome. That one's a nice ring one. Let me get the weight on that. 1.2 carats, so a little bit bigger. Really nice stone, quite like that one. And this one, it's very similar, but it's got a bit of potch going over the top. It's not very bright, this one. It is got a little bit of a bevel. I wasn't really happy with it just because that grey potch that I'm putting the light over right there doesn't really make it look that bright. So anyway, there's that little round one. That one is 1.3 carats. I just wish it was a bit brighter, but yeah, in person you can definitely see that little potch bit there. So there's that one. There is this tiny little ring stone. This one is absolutely really small, just like the others. This one is 0.7 carats again. Nice little ring stone as well. It's a picture stone because it's got the potch in there. It's got a little bit of sand there, but it didn't want to come out without making it even smaller, and it was getting too small for me to work on. So anyway, nice little bevel on the back for setting, super easy to set. Yep, beautiful polish. Everything's got a nice high polish there. Super cool little ring stone. Will look really nice. Says that one. So with all these, I reckon like this bigger one and this one got to be 50 bucks each on those. This dull one, so let's add them, that's 100, so plus 100 on my calculator, 870 all up there. This little one that's looking a little bit dull, I'm putting 25 bucks on. This tiny little one as well, 25 bucks. This tiny little one, I don't know, 20 bucks. And this tiny little one is actually quite nice. This is the better tiny little ring stone. I'm gonna have to put 50 on that one. So what have we got? 25, 25, 20, 25 plus 25. So that's 990 so far in cut stones. And then we have this guy. So this is quite a surprise. This one actually surprised me and came out really, really beautiful. A bit brighter than what these ones came out. And color bar is a bit thicker as well. So it's made a nice little dome on the top. I'm quite happy with this stone. Beautiful colors. It has got a bit of that spider web sort of potch in there, you can see. But I didn't think that really takes anything away from how beautiful the stone is. You can definitely see that spiderweb potch in there. But it is nice and bright. It has a nice back on it for setting. Bit of sand, but that won't affect the setting at all. Yeah, beautiful cut, beautiful oval shape. I've got to have $100 on that one. So all up, plus that $100, is 1,090. Now, we would have had another 50 bucks in this stone here if it wasn't for me breaking it. So I'm trying out some new glue stuff for the dop sticks because I'm not good at dopping. My friend has been helping me with the wax, but I just can't get it. So I tried this glue stuff, and then when I tried to pry it off after I beautifully polished this, it just wouldn't come off, and I got the knife under there with a metal knife and tried to pry it off and just destroyed the stone. And this stone looks like it might have a crack in it, but it doesn't. That little line there is not actually a crack, it is just a potch line. But anyway, we lost 50 bucks by that stone, unfortunately. It wasn't one of the better stones, so I'm not too sad about it, but would have been another extra 50 if it wasn't for that. So I almost forgot to show you. So we have $1,090 in these stones. We haven't hit our $1,300 profit margin, which is what I would have been happy with yet. That was my minimum happiness, and we didn't hit it yet, but we also didn't cut these stones. Now that I've had to play around and cut these stones, I know this does have a fracture that we can see in the top there. The light is not going to show me. So there is a little fracture in the top there. I think it's going in to maybe about here. You might have to get rid of about 1 or 2 mil. Hopefully it's only going in that far, but it does look like it's only on the top, and you can go all the way down and chase this bottom bar here and maybe just get a big stone on the bottom there. Fracture there, I think, and this stuff here, I think if you slice this here, there's a nice oval stone there and a nice stone over this side too. I can't see how far that color goes in, but I think it's a little one there. You got a little nice base there, but all this here will have to go. So that stone will be very, very thin, but that's okay. Those little ring stones do add up, but there is this little bit here. And I'm actually just going to sell this rough piece. I think I'll get $100 for it, and I think it could have the potential to cut $200 worth of stones. Wholesale value, of course, is why I'm talking. So there's another $100. So 1,090 now goes to 1,190. So we are getting closer to my happiness with the profit margin. I also left these little bits that I just didn't really feel like cutting because they are just very small stones, and I know wouldn't really cost that much. I think it's another $50 stone in this little piece here. Maybe $25, I don't know. Depends how big you get it. That's hard to say. I don't know, 25, 50 bucks then maybe. Finished stone. Wholesale prices, I'm talking steel, of course. And this one does have a bit of red in there. I have no idea how far it goes, but I just wasn't hopeful for it, and I was feeling quite discouraged today, so I kind of just gave up on cutting the rest of these after losing a bit of money, man. But I don't know, there could be a cool picture stone here or something. It will be quite thin because it concaves in. And yeah, so I'm just going to sell all these rough bits. There's those bits, there's this bit here. This is coming from that blue stuff again, which is only going to make a little stone there. And yeah, I don't know what's going on down here, but a couple of little colors there, but all this sand kind of ruins that anyway. I don't know if maybe you could get a stone on the edge there because it's coming through both sides. I don't know, just couldn't be bothered cutting this. And then there is this little piece that came out of the parcel too, little crystal piece, nothing too fancy. This is kind of just little beginner stuff. I want some more advanced stuff than this, so I wasn't going to bother really cutting this stuff. Again, feeling discouraged because we lost a bit of money, so I just gave up. And then this is this piece here. So I reckon with this as a parcel, get 150 bucks for it altogether. So bringing the total $1,240 profit from this piece. Oh, there's also this little bit, this little offcut that I didn't cut. There's a little stone in that. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe this rough parcel is 200 bucks. What do you guys think? $200 rough parcel? Bringing my total to maybe $1,290, which is just $10 shy of the $1,300 profit that we're happy with. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys reckon about my prices? Let me know what you guys think of all this. I think $1,300, we just made it there in all these little cut pieces. Maybe if we didn't break this one, would have made $1,340, but if that $50 stone survived. But yeah, I appreciate everyone commenting on the videos. I've got a lot of good feedback from you guys, and I really appreciate it. There's been like a tiny bit of negative feedback, but that always happens with this sort of stuff. So if anyone would like to buy this little rough parcel, it will be available on my website. I'll also upload these finished stones to my website too. at some point. It's going to take me ages to upload all these, so give me a little bit. I'm going to upload this video tomorrow, and then over the next few days I'll do the admin work for this. I need a rest. I'm tired after this. Yeah. Anyway, shoot me a DM if you want a private sale. I'll just sell you any of these stones you see. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.